Are you looking to get that business pen upgraded? Well, you're in luck. Today we have the Wuben TP10 3-in-1 pen light. We're going to be checking it out on this episode of Good Tech Cheap. Welcome back to another episode of Good Tech Cheap. My name is Brad and I'll be the host for today's episode. Starting out, if you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell if you'd like to receive notifications. Today's episode is brought to you by Wuben. We have the TP10 3-in-1 pen light to check out. This is a tactical ink pen style with a flashlight on it along with a glass breaker. And of course, we have all of our links and details to this pen light located in the description. But first, let's see what all you get in the box and then take a closer look at this pen light. So we take the box right open on the top, and it's nice with the paperwork right on the top. Then we have, it looks like some extra O-rings in case we need some weather sealing, because this is IP68 waterproof, so definitely nice to have interchangeable O-rings, as well as a micro USB to USB charging cable, and then the pen itself. And let's get the pieces out. They are separated. We have a light on the back and then the pen on front. The pen head comes unscrewed and you can see the ink pen there with the spring. And then you can roll that in and have a flashlight on one end. We'll open it up and then you've got the flashlight there. And we'll need to charge it up so we can get some power to it. And there we go. Twist it on to light up and we have an ink pen. So you screw it on tight to turn it on and engage the light. And you loosen it to cut it off. And you have different settings, a high and a low. That is nice within the twist before it cuts off, giving you the no light setting. I like that, that's pretty nice. The ink pen's got a ball cap cover on it, so we get that open. Then we have it writing immediately on my finger. There we go. So this is what you get out of the box. Okay, so I gotta say, this thing is pretty impressive. I was pretty taken away by it. You can plug it up by USB to charge it. It's got a built-in 10,180 Li-ion battery and it can be charged with a micro USB cable. And I love how the port is hidden on the light. You actually have to disassemble it a little bit to get to it. I like that. I think that's real slick looking. And of course that will run up to 6 hours. That is pretty cool. And to have as a standby tactical light on an ink pen, 6 hours is pretty awesome to have. There's been times I've had other lights die on me at a gig, or if I needed it around music equipment and I couldn't have one, where I've had an ink pen sitting right in my pocket. This would have been nice to have on that occasion where I could just pull an ink pen out and have a light attached to it. It utilizes German black gel ink that offers you a smoother writing experience than other ink pens. I've not had any issues with it not writing on anything. I've actually used it quite a bit here lately and it's been a perfectly fine ink pen. I've signed a lot of papers and contracts with it. Pretty cool ink pen. And of course, you gotta keep in mind, this thing can be a lifesaver. It's got a head on it that is ultra hard tungsten steel alloy, meaning the TP10 can easily break a window in an emergency occasion. So if it can break a window, I'm sure it can break other glass as well. So let's head out to the shop and see if we can find something to test this out with. All right, so we're outside at the shop. We've got some tempered glass from an old refrigerator I'm gonna use. And it's about the same that you would have in a window or something, so we're gonna give it a shot, see if it'll bust it, and give you an example of this glass buster. All right, here we go. 1, 2. There you have it. That was fairly simple and really awesome. And also being a real durable ink pen and able to bust glass, this thing can handle being dropped. So the flashlight has two settings, and when you screw it in, it will have a low and a high setting, and then you screw it out to turn it off. In the high output, you are rated at 130 lumens, as well as the low output rating, you are rated at 3 lumens. With the runtime on the high side at 40 minutes, and the runtime on the low side at your 6 hours. And of course, the total beam distance is rated at 60 meters. But let me tell you, this is a small light, and it is a handy light, and it is a ultra durable light. You can't go wrong with this light. It is pretty cool. And the fact that the flashlight part will screw onto either side of it is pretty awesome. I keep it on my desk at all times, so when I need to use it for running cables behind equipment or something, it's so handy to have. And when I need to sign something or make a note, it's got an ink pen on it. I have both tools there at all times. And of course, if you ever want to bust some glass, we can do that too. Don't forget to check out all of our links and details to the Wuben TP10 in the description. As I said, it's a handy little pen light, and I've been keeping it with me quite often here lately. And I gotta say, it's definitely worth taking a look at. We'd also like to give Wuben a huge thanks for partnering up with us so we could give you this review. If you found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button, get in the comments letting us know what you think about pen lights, and how many times you've been in a situation where you've just needed a little light to help save the day. That is going to be it for this one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That is going to be it for this one. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, turn on that bell if you'd like to receive notifications. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next review.